All right, folks. Well, we made it.
Yay.
The car is in the garage. These two boys and the old man have spent about 3 or 4 days out here. What have we been doing?
Cleaning the garage.
Cleaning the garage and
Getting an AC for it.
put an AC in, making this a useful space to get some work done. Yeah, we got new shop lights in here. And so,
This thing.
The interesting fact about this car is it has a work light.
it does have a work light. So Nash, what kind of car have we got here? What's interesting about this car?
This is a 2+2 version of the 260Z. So, and they only made the 260Z version of the 2+2 for a year.
Yeah, the 260 model was only 1 year car in the United States, right? So,
And some of them were pretty much just died to rust.
Yeah.
So we should save this one.
yeah, I agree with you. And this one's got its share of rust too, obviously, but
But we can fix that.
it's a pretty straight car and it's all complete. It's got all the factory goodies still.
These flaps.
Yes, I know you're fascinated with these flaps.
And on the other side,
Yeah, there's one.
there's the battery.
Yeah.
And this is how you take it out.
Yeah, and that's the very first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go whoop with that battery and see what will light up. We're not gonna try to crank it yet. We're gonna
Just put it in.
drain the old gasoline out of it because it's been sitting for about 7 years.
It's
And
a long time for gas to sit.
yeah, it turns crummy. It turns into gum, varnish.
Where is the gasoline?
The gasoline is in the tank, which is in the back of the car right now. It's under the very tail of the car in a big tank underneath. So, anyway, we've worked hard all day to get this car in to the house, get it over to the house, and get the garage
I'm ready for dinner.
finished tidying up. And yeah, that's right. We're going to take a break and get some dinner. All right, you guys. How about we get something to eat and then come out here and...
Now time for the Knox Studios theme song. Da da da, Knox Studios.
So now we're going to replace the battery. We have a very heavy new battery.
Yep. Take the old one out first.
Yep.
Here, why don't you sit right there. It's heavy, kid.
Quite.
Good work.
That's the old battery.
Old battery, brand new one.
Battery.
I don't know if you think so.
Maybe.
You think? You better be careful. You're gonna give yourself a hernia. Let me get in there. Okay. Let me make sure that the key is in the off position before we
Yeah.
fire it up.
Yeah, because if you start it up when it's in the
Well,
on position, it'll immediately start sparking.
You want to be ready for...
Yeah, because if it's on, it might do some stuff that you don't want to happen.
Well, that's the deal. You don't know if there's any shorts or if there's any short circuits or anything like that in there. And when you first put all the terminals on there, you want to sniff around for smoke. Well, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna push it back yet. I'm gonna hook up the terminals first. Put positive on. Positive is on. Negative. Oh. All right, we got the battery in place. Why don't you turn that key to the on position and see if we get anything.
So it's... Oh, the choke light turned on. And...
I also
the on position.
hear
Wait, the speedometer just went up.
yeah.
Yeah, it just like shot up to 8 and then went back down.
Oh, probably the tachometer. Is the one on the right?
Yeah, it's this one. I get them mixed up.
Yeah. The tachometer shows how many revs your engine is doing. Why don't you
I hear it. Yeah, it's moving up.
I think there must be an electric fuel pump. I hear it. Hit the brakes. Put your foot on the brakes.
Which one is the brake, left or right?
The one in the middle. Oh, you got brake lights.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, try your turn signals. On the left side of the steering column.
Is it working?
I got no blinkers. Did you press it down to... Do the other one. Move the other way.
See, look, this tachometer is moving. Here. It's going up and down. It's moving. But look, when I pull this, for some reason when I put it at the right, you can hear it. This is going up and down, and this is at the same time flashing. Yeah, and this choke light is getting brighter and darker when you do that. See?
It sounds like the battery's low, but I just charged it up. It's a brand new battery. Well, you get to go ahead and turn the key off.
Okay.
I smell gas in here. Well, we turned on the key for a minute, and I heard a fuel pump pumping up, and lo and behold,
that's what was pumping.
it's pumping. All right, well, this is our first chapter here in Project Z, and we're already off to an auspicious start.
Yeah.
See where it's leaking? Oh, I see where it's leaking too. Holy crap, look at that.
That's not good.
No, that's not good. What is that? Is that the pump itself right there?
I think,
I
yeah.
bet that is it. Well, looks like maybe we have a bad line. Like maybe it's just the hose there.
Yeah.
Which that's not a big deal. All right, we're gonna put a bowl under there.
It's like this bowl may have done the job.
Yeah, something else. Well, the one upside to this is maybe we won't have to drain the tank ourselves. Maybe this will do it for us.
Yeah.
There's not hardly any gas in this. You hear that?
Yeah. If there were gas in that, it would make a totally different sound.
That's
That
correct.
sounds hollow.
Yeah, this is almost completely empty, which in this case that's a blessing. So I'm gonna get up
So
underneath here a
I'm
little
guessing
further.
like overnight, this will hold its drain completely.
Probably so. Yeah, I bet that little guy right there.
It's suspect.
You see that little silver cylinder there?
Yep, I see it.
I bet that is our electric fuel pump, and I see it's held on with a
With a zip tie.
zip tie.
Now that's an interesting fix.
Yeah, this looks like I've worked on this car before. Anyhow, we're gonna call it a night tonight. We got a lot done today, and tomorrow we'll get underneath there and see what we can do about this mess.
So for today, this has been sort of our first day of stuff getting it done.
Yep, actually working on the car itself proper.
Yeah.
It's really happening.
Now time for the Ox Studios theme song. Da-na-na, Ox Studios.
Well, it's the next morning. We let that drippy drip all night, and we had torrential rains last night. And it's good to see the garage did not get wet. We got a little moisture around the edge here.
This thing.
That is the air filter. Inside there's a paper element that helps clean the air before it goes in the engine, because you don't want dirt going in there. It'll mess it up.
This car having sit for 7 years, that's probably extremely bad.
Well,
So
there's a good chance the air filter is cruddy, and these factory replacements for this big, weird, long air filter
see it in there.
happen to be very expensive. So what we'll probably do, in the long run, we're probably looking at maybe swapping these carbs out for some other ones, because a lot of people say these particular ones are not that great. A lot of guys with 260s bought old carbs off of 240s and put them on. And there's a company. These are the factory ones. But there's also a company that makes an intake manifold, this part where they connect to the engine, that allows you to just put one single carb on there instead, which would, in the long run, might be something we want to consider, because it'd be a lot easier to dither around with. But well, you have half as much stuff to worry about. And the thing is, with these, you always have to balance them. There's, well, we're going to try to deal with the factory setup first, because, we like that, and we'll see how it goes. Let's get underneath there and start pulling that old cruddy fuel line out. What were you going to say yesterday? What now?
Yesterday we got this hole under here. This is what happened overnight. It filled up with gas.
Yep. Yeah, the good part though is that that's probably about all the gas that there was in the whole tank. Well, here we are. We got the first hose that comes out of the, supplies out of the fuel tank
It just
into
came
the pump.
right off.
There's still a little bit of
We're just letting
gasoline
it
left. We're just letting it pee out. And I gotta say, this gasoline is 7 years old. It doesn't really smell as nasty and varnishy as you might imagine. It's pretty clean yet, but God only knows what kind of crud is in this tank.
Yep. If we're able to take it off and take a look at
Yeah,
that would be,
we probably
might have to
it'd be a good idea, honestly, to take the tank off and
see what's in there.
well, you could take it to like a radiator shop and they'll clean it out for you. And
Which
professionally,
would be really helpful
yeah.
we put new gas in there.
well, here we are. What do you got there, Nash?
The gas tank.
The gas tank.
This is quite a little work to get off of here.
Yeah, the straps came off reasonably easy. Getting all the extra connectors, like the fuel filler and whatever this, like, is evaporation or return ports or whatever this is up here. That was kind of a bear.
Yeah.
But it's off now. We're making progress.
Yep.
This is day 2.
Yep.
And we've got the tank dropped. And we're gonna start messing around with that next. All right. Yeah, you're
Oh, wait, I'm trying to get the wrong way.
yeah, there you go. You remembered. So it counts. Righty tighty.
That's much easier to turn.
Yeah, it's funny, isn't
not
it?
tightening
When you're not tightening it. You're good. Can you get it off?
Yep.
And then just kind of wiggle it back and forth gently. Try to get it toward like where it's actually on, like move the clamp up if you can. And then get it like right on the nipple there and try to wiggle it a little bit back and forth to loosen it up first. Like wrap it around like that way.
There, it's starting to come.
It's just,
Whoa.
that's what I'm saying. I'm trying not to be too rough on this carburetor bowl underneath there. Golly, well, that stuff does not want to come off. Come on, Grumpy. There, it's coming. Gee, man, Christmas is like going to the gym. Good gravy. I've never in my life.
It's okay for a little flip.
It's a yes. Look at the size of this.
It's huge.
I mean,
so long.
that's crazy. No wonder it's so hard to get off there. There's like, it's like 2 inches long.
And it's a curve.
Whose idea was that? And it's curved. Good
So,
God, I got
look
wore
how
out
long
taking
that
that
is. That's
stupid
like-
thing off there.
That's
Oof,
down in there to the carburetor.
good gravy.
Now for the other one.
Okay, you get the. Why don't you just loosen up the clamps and get them pulled up like out of the way,
Yeah.
and then I'll worry about like prying them off. Woof. These are a bear. Well, Nash is over there trying to get these fuel lines loose, which they are
Very hard.
absolute
Quite.
dingleberries to get off of there. I'm looking over here. I kind of taken my first peek way down in here, and there is, I mean, here's more zip ties. Zip ties all over the place here. I'm also seeing some really choice wiring work down in here. There's some stuff just hanging out here, taped. Some of it just bare. Some of it
That
just.
doesn't sound safe.
I don't know what this is here, but it's not hooked up at all. It looks like some sort of ground wire of some kind. It's just not hooked up to anything. So we're gonna have our work cut out for us figuring out all this stuff.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Try it out.
Let me come around there and bring some.
Jeez.
Let me bring a little brute force over here. You gotta.
Okay.
Just gonna have to. Just like we did this last one over here. It's just gonna be. Wiggle and pull, wiggle and pull, wiggle and pull, because it's got to go to that full.
Well, it's going.
This thing's like
It's
2 inches long or something. I mean, that's the longest like snout I've ever seen on a fuel system of any kind. Here we go. This one's a lot easier. I mean, still. Oh, hello.
Well, it's straight. That one's straight, and that one has a curve on it.
Yeah, it does. Okay, well, if we can get this guy out of here.
Oh,
Yeah.
There's the
There we go. There we go.
Fuel filter. We're gonna get a new one.
Yeah, we got some new ones. Okay, well, we got this guy over here. So Nash and I took the all the fuel lines off under the hood, and here's the one that came up from the steel line from the back and goes into this filter. Which I'm going to reuse this filter because A, it's not that bad, and B, the ones that I bought, it turns out are for lawnmowers, so I'll take those back. Anyhow, we're disassembling this whole assembly because you'll notice here, coming up from the fuel line and the filter from the tank, it comes up here and then goes into this T fitting, and then that goes into here where there is a little stent of some sort that then attaches to yet another little piece, and that repeats on this side. So what we're doing right now, we're taking each little piece off. I'm having Nash take the clamps off the old one. I'm cutting a new piece to fit the same size. He's putting the clamps back on it, and I'm just reassembling it in the order we go. So that way we can make it exactly like the old one, just
Except
with
new rubber things.
with new rubber hose. That's correct. I wonder why we need this thing in the middle. You know what? I think I'm going to make an executive decision. I'm just going to make this one long tube here because I can't imagine why we need to have this little thing in the center of this piece of tube.
Yeah.
If later it turns out that we need that, we can always cut this in two and put the little tube in.
Yeah.
Right?
So it's an easy fix
So-
if this goes wrong.
Exactly. So let's just go ahead and just call this one long tube. Okay.
Once it's in running condition. It's not yet. It's
Ta-da!
getting there.
Here it is.
Wow.
Yep.
We got the whole system. Oh. I think it is a bit tight.
Why don't you loosen it up and scoot it up a little bit?
My hands are quite dirty.
Well, you ain't seen nothing yet, kid.
Yeah, I know.
Wait till we get in there and start taking the brakes apart. And
I don't know. Wow.
it's dirty.
Working on cars is dirty work.
Working on cars is dirty work. No truer words were ever spoken.
Okay.
Okay, well, we got all the.
Something happening here
That's
when
me.
you move the gear.
It's me moving the shifter around.
I know, I've tried that. It's-
Okay, well
Makes a weird clicking noise.
Yeah, it's just you're literally moving the gears around.
Yeah.
Well, we've taken the gas tank off. We replaced all the soft lines. So I'm not really worried about anything cruddy getting sucked into the engine right now. Let's see what happens if we give it a little crank. Nothing at all. Oh, it's a click.
Here's something.
That's the... Oh, wait. It's got a start button. I forgot.
Oh. Oh?
Wow. Well, it turns right over.
I mean, that's a good sign.
That is a good sign.
That's
And,
a really good sign.
yeah.
That means that it's very good to run. I mean, if it has some gas.
It ran when it was parked,
Yeah.
but
so
it sat for 7 years.
it needs some gas and oil.
Well, it hasn't. There's no gas. There's not a drop of gas left now.
Yeah, so it's going to need
Yeah.
gas to work.
Right.
But
Well,
it does turn on.
well, what we're going to do, we've replaced all the soft lines under the hood now. We've got soft lines cut to go where the fuel tank was, which we've already dropped, right? So what we're going to do is we'll run a fuel line from the little electric pump at the back there just into a can of gas and let it pump out of that. And so we'll probably be able to get this car started pretty soon.
Yeah.
I got a feeling.
Yeah, me too. Ding.
Starting fluid. See the two holes there?
Yep.
Spray a little bit in each one, just a little psst, psst.
Okay. Like that?
Okay, then the other one. Okay, now back up.
Ooh. Wait.
I keep forgetting something. But you're gonna have to go stay out there for a minute. Okay, go spray this a little more.
Hey.
You don't want to use too much of that stuff because it's like real hot. Okay. It's not getting any gas yet.
Oh boy, you want a little more?
Hold on. Isn't too high though. We don't want to. It hasn't been started in years. You don't want to run it that fast for a second.
Yeah.
Let's take a break here.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait, for me to get it. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe so you know when our next videos will come up.
Coming soon.
Yep.
All right. Thanks, everybody.
Yep.